good game. You had to get up early to watch it. There it is in Berlin, Olympic Stadium. First ever NFL game in Berlin. Sauce Gardner's there. And Jonathan Taylor is everywhere. Already 17-16 in the fourth quarter. Taylor into the scrum and out of the scrum, and he's gone. He's gone. I love running backs who can run for 80-yard touchdowns. Normally you get run down by corners. They're supposed to be faster. Combination of blocking, and JT just has breakaway speed. Still, it's awesome. All right. So the Colts fight, but the Falcons were totally game in this. They're down 5 on a 2nd and goal. Tyler Algier. Algier had those big old shoulder pads north and south yesterday, man. He got in there a couple times. Really fierce runner. You didn't get the crazy Bijan highlights, but now, 2-point conversion attempt. Atlanta trying to go up. Drake London's amazing. Sauce Gardner, I saw a tweet that says, you're not Sauce Gardner anymore, you're Ahmad Gardner. I'm like, oh, come on. He just showed up for one game. He joined the team late. Indianapolis trying to come back down 3, less than 2 to play. To 3rd and 21. Daniel Jones breaks free. He gets a block downfield. Look at DJ 17. It gets it to a 4th and manageable, as they like to say. You know who that is? That's the Money Badger. But look at DJ with the smeared lipstick. It's actually blood. 4th and 2. Go to the rook. Tyler Warren, beast. And out of bounds. Tick, 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 tick. Well, actually not, because he went out of bounds. So, Michael Badgley, the Money Badger. He had missed earlier in the game, but bam, absolutely perfect. 25-25. We are going to overtime in Germany. We try to explain to some of the new fans what this means, what it doesn't mean. Many of the American fans still don't understand overtime, but here's what you have to understand here. 2nd and 9. Daniel Jones. Big-time stakes here. Got it. Pears. Oh, what a catch. Fantastic catch, Warren. Oh, he's a great-looking tight end. He really is. 2nd and 4. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown. He does that signature thing where he goes hop, 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 hop. And there's Blue. Blue's a freak. We know that, always. And Penix just standing there watching as Taylor gets crowned a 200-plus yard day. Big runs, small runs, late runs to seal it. Daniel Jones absolutely feeling it. Tyken as well. The Colts, 8-2. A big-time bounce back. Remember, they got thumped pretty badly by Pittsburgh last week. 31-25 in overtime. Let's go to a legend right now, standing next to Jonathan Taylor. Go ahead.
You are the all-time leader in touchdowns in Indianapolis franchise history, surpassing Edgerrin James. You got 66 touchdowns. And a big kiss right there from Chris Ballard. What does that accolade mean to you to surpass Edgerrin James?
I mean, not only Edgerrin, you think about the guys who we had in this organization beforehand, and they're legends, but the stories around the building are that they came into work every day, put their hard hat on, and to now be named amongst those guys is something very special, and I'm going to hold it near to my heart.
You're still out of breath. Is this fatigue or is this emotion?
Well, I mean, we, literally from the run to the celebration to here, so you just got to soak it all in. This is a beautiful venue. Berlin was amazing, so I'm glad for this to be the first one that it was us to go and make it and put on a show.
Stacey Dills, great questions.
Yep.
Gosh, Jonathan Taylor, all-time great guy. Look at the Colts. Look at that big old blue horseshoe. Right now, the #1 overall seed on the AFC side of things, but you can't not look at that Patriots logo. You can't not look at that lurking column. However, let's stay on the left side of that screen. 4th time an international game went into overtime, and it delivered. The Colts ended up the happy team home. Manti, your takeaway as you are post-fired up from that post-game interview with JT.
I mean, how can you not love JT? How can you not love the way he runs, what he stands for, his leadership, his humility? Last week, guys, after they lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers, there was a lot of talks about, oh, like, what's with the Colts and all of that. A game where they had 6 turnovers, and Daniel Jones was sacked 5 times. And I said on this show the day after that it's not going to happen again. Why? Because Shane Steichen, for some reason last week, decided that he wanted to pass the ball a lot. In a game where Jonathan Taylor is the leader in a whole bunch of rushing categories, he only got the ball 14 times. Well, yesterday, guys, he got the ball 32 times, a total of 35. He touched the ball 35 times, had 32 carries, went 244 and 3 tutties. So if you want to know, I know Daniel Jones, and I'm a big fan of Daniel Jones, and I'm so happy that he's having a resurgence in his career with the Indianapolis Colts after his time with the Giants. But if you want to know who's the backbone of this team, if you want to know who and what this team runs through, it looked no further than number 28. And I think this is what Shane Steichen is going to continue to do. I think last week was a reminder, hey, coach, don't get pretty, don't get cute. Give the ball to 28 any way you can and let him do his thing. Because if you do let him do his thing, regardless if it's at home, on the road, international, 28 is going to put on a show, and he's most likely always going to get you a win. So that's what was my biggest takeaway.
Do you know who allows for 28 to have his days, Manti? The big fellas. The big fellas don't get enough love. So I'm here to give some love to the offensive line of the Indianapolis Colts. I know oftentimes they get their love through their running backs, right? So we talk about JT, how he's in an MVP conversation. He just ran for 244 yards. But I want to go down a stat line that it's all on the big fella's shoulders up front. Yards per carry, 5.3 yards. That's first in the league. Touchdowns this year on the ground, 22. That's first in the league. Plus 20-yard rushes, 9 of them. That's second in the league. Rushing first downs, they're first in the league with that. Rushing first down percentage, Manti, they're also first in the league. That means that you get on third down, just turn around and hand it off to somebody and they get you the first down. And then rushing yards, yeah, they're first in the league with that as well. And then in terms of passing, if you just want to talk about the passing, they're only giving up 15% of the dropbacks for sacks. So they are not only getting rushing lanes for that man on your screen, but Daniel Jones is having a heck of a year because of what these guys are allowing. Kudos to those 5 guys up front and the tight ends that are partaking in the blocking game and the receivers, but special shout out to the Indianapolis Colts O-line. You guys deserve a lot of love as well.
They do. And, you know, a lot of the Colts wins this year, their offense has been so good they just blow teams away, especially early on. This was not bad. I said it in the highlight. Atlanta was totally game. They were ready. They were equipped. I know they didn't do a good job against Taylor, but they were in the game late. Daniel Jones had to make plays late to get them to overtime. They had to make a big kick. They had to have other guys chip in. It was Taylor being the superstar, but the Colts had a battle in this game, which I like. About Jonathan Taylor, guys, a little bit of an announcement here. I'm going to just a little bit of a show announcement. I'm very, very excited to tell you this. Jamie, you're not going to believe this. This year, for the first time ever, I have an MVP vote. I got it. I have it. I have an MVP vote for the AP. I do. I'm breaking news here. I get an MVP vote. I get to vote for MVP. I get to vote for All-Pro. I am part of the crew. It's officially happening. So your boy gets to make an MVP vote. I'm excited because I'm going to talk it through with you guys, and it can become part of the show. Here's the deal, though. I'm doing this like my own way. I am going to make it something very opinionated, very passionate, whoever I'm about. I am not just going to pick whatever the quarterback is, the best quarterback, the most yards, whatever. I'm really going to be a purist on this. I was around for Adrian Peterson's MVP. I remember Barry Sanders' MVP. And right now, I'm not supposed to say who I'm voting for or anything like that, but Jonathan Taylor has my attention. Here's why. Matthew Stafford is doing incredible things, and we're going to get to him later. The Colts are 8-2. If they don't have Jonathan Taylor, I think they're a 4-6 team right now. Like, I love Jones. I think they're 4-6 without him. I think the win over replacement, that whoever would be behind him, is just a huge factor. Right now, I'm looking at Jonathan Taylor, and I also don't like that there's this thing we do now where, well, the best running back gets Offensive Player of the Year. That's just their award. That's stupid. I hate that. It's just deciding that's going to be a quarterback every year. I don't like it at all. I'm looking at Jonathan Taylor, and we will continue to talk about this moving forward. But as an MVP voter, and I feel like Wayne and Garth, my backstage pass, I'm so excited. Jonathan Taylor has my attention.
Are you
Kyle, you know what? Kyle, you know I love you. Do you know how annoying it is that you held that information to yourself until we were actually on the show? To the people that watch us every day, Kyle straight up did not share this with the class beforehand. That was an authentic reaction. But Kyle, I don't understand. MVP voters can sometimes be pretentious. They play it close to the vest. You know, they like to be snobbish about their decision. Are you saying this is going to be all-inclusive and you're actually going to talk it through and you are going to use, dare I say, logic after watching an entire season of football?
I think this is my first year as an MVP voter. I think it'll probably be my last year, too, because I'm probably going to get kicked out of the club. You're not supposed to be talking about it like that. You're just supposed to do this. I'm going to get kicked out, guys. But you know what? For 1 year, we can talk it through, and it'll be fine. It's going to be fun.
Oh, man, I can't wait.